everyone, I am back, your host, Havron, also known as DJ underscore XCTF, with another video, this time for Zendikar Rising. Yes, I know this set has been around for almost feels like years at this point, but realistically, it's been around for almost 3 months at this point. Soon, in a couple of weeks, the release of Kaldheim will be coming out, so I figured I'd record a video of the set that we will be waving goodbye to soon. And I'm going to do it this week as opposed to next week, because everybody will kind of be all getting ready with getting excited on brewing and whatnot. So figured this would be my last chance to get this done. So let's do it up. Now, while we wait, might as well just talk about the set. If you haven't already drafted the set, it's interesting. I mean, for the most part, from what I've gathered, is archetypes are like black-white clerics, red-white warriors, Simic kicker, Golgari counters, blue-red wizards, probably some kind of green-white deck. Not great though. Oh yeah, green-white landfall, green-red landfall. I mean, there's lots of different takes you can go in this draft set. However, from my personal experience, I tend to find the best archetypes have been Simic kicker, for the most part, or Boros warriors. It really depends on, obviously, the amount of cards that you get of certain cards. Say, for example, the Grove Tag Bug Catcher. You know, you get a million of those, and you're off to the races, right? So we'll see what we end up with. But if we open up Rooster Drakes, we know exactly where I'm going. For the people who have drafted this set a bunch. So we're just waiting on two people here. Recently I did a couple of drafts of Zendikar Rising. Posted some pictures on Facebook and Twitter. Two drafts ago I went 7-2. I believe that was with I think it was Simic Kicker. I could be wrong though. I'd have to recheck. Alright, we got a table ready, but yesterday's draft I went 6-3 with Orzhov Clerics, so let's see if we can emulate another 6 or 7 win draft. And here we go. What's our first pick? Landfall. My only issue with these types of decks is typically you end up in green, white, and green, red. And the fact that it doesn't have trample, like, it hits hard. And it is a land, but sometimes it's just, you know, it's just an anemic creature. It just gets chumped by a random 1/1 or random 2/2 that they don't care about, and then it either kill or they bounce it, and it's but we're gonna take it anyways. I mean, it's a good enough rare. 3 mana 3/3 that gets pumped every time you play a land. Doesn't even have to be in a landfall strategy, but I mean, it could be in Simic, can be in I want to say Golgari, but you know, we'll try it out. I don't realistically think any of the other cards here match up to it, so we'll do that. Okay, so next here, we don't want to commit too early to 2 colors. I really do like Kaiso Cleric. It's a very good card in its own right. Wouldn't mind going green-white. It's not great, though. I could just stay green and take a Scythe Cat. You know, continue with the green landfall effects and see what else I could really pair it with. So I think I'm going to do that. Scythe Cat's a very effective card as well. Okay, alright. Well, Fastwood Surge is no joke. This allows us to be not just 2 colors, could be 3, you know, allows us to find another, it could find a splash color if we need it, could find more, you know, what if we end up opening an Omnath? Hey, I'm not against doing that in a draft before it goes away. But yeah, I'm going to take the Fastwood Surge, I think, just to remain on color. Okay, so this is kind of where we need to split ways. At least for the time being. And the best option right now is the computer takedown. It's a land, which also can kill things. You know, we're also kind of on the creature side of stuff, so it's not the worst. Other picks could be Thundering Spark Mage, but right now it doesn't seem like we're on the party path, and I really don't know about Gruul Party to begin with. I don't think that's even a strategy. Far Side of Depth, I've never liked. I see a lot of people end up playing it in their white X stacks. Far Side of Depth, I think the only realistic place you could put it is, say, Blue White Party. Everywhere else is just a bad card. But we'll take the takedown. It's the most effective here. Okay, well, we found what we were looking for. I'm perfectly fine with going Submit Kicker here. I do enjoy me a low Mage's Familiar, and if this is going 5 picks in, I feel like it means that we're kind of in the clear. Because that means half the table is not in Kicker, and it's kind of showing for us now. So Bubble Snare, you know, and again, you know, having 2 reliable creatures that can beat down, perfectly fine. I guess next, I wonder if we end up with a bunch of the wizards, because then I can take an Expedition Diviner. I don't really like Cascade Seer, but we'll do the Diviner here. Perfect. Cousin Geyser Mage, perfect card. Nice bounce effect, which also gives us kicker triggers with the Familiar. Yeah, it's kind of a dead pack here. So we'll take a Turn Timber Ascetic if we really need a way to gain life. I'm hoping we don't end up in that situation where we have to play this card. So next, we're just gonna take another Diviner. Flyers are always good, so might as well make the most of it. Okay, here none of these cards are worthwhile. I'll just take a pressure point for the sideboard. Again, none of these cards. We'll take an Ox. Take another Ox. All these commons. And just waiting for the last pick here. Unplayable. Fantastic. And this is Zendikar. Oh, come on. Well, how badly do we want to play with Leyline Tyrant? Because I'm perfectly happy to take Merfolk's Falconer, but Leyline Tyrant is just one messed up card. Just really messed up. I mean, either way, whoever ends up taking the Tyrant, we're not going to play against them because you're not playing against anybody in your pod that you draft with. But the thing is it good enough for us to shift colors? Or include it? And I think I just have to play the Falconer. Just so I remain in my archetype here. Okay, next. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like the red's really coming around. So I guess I dodged a bullet. So here, it's between Interroyal and Bubble Snare. I really, really like Bubble Snare. The convenience of if the opponent attacks with a creature, then you just pay 1, keep it tapped. Or if you really need to 4 mana, tap it down and it's done. Interroyal is a little more finicky just because of the fact that obviously they get to replay the thing that you bounce, unless you bounce a token. Yeah, I'll just take an Interroyal just for the instant speed access. Alright, so I'm perfectly happy with Spring Mantle Cleric. The only issue is that I would rather discard on the wheel as opposed to picking it now. Yet again, there's a Reclaim the Waste. That's another card that can wheel. But is a kicker card that we would like. Really not caring about wanting a pathway. Pathway would be good, but we could just splash off of Fastward Surge anyways. But I'm going to take a Reclaim. I think just getting the amount of kicker cards that we need is more important right now. And then here we can follow it up with a Tangled Florahedron. It's a land and a ramp creature seat. Now we can just take the Cleric here, as there are no other cards here. One thing I should note here, Anti-Cognition. I really like this card at the beginning when Zendikar Rising first came out because it reminded me a lot of Quench. And if you drafted Ravnica... Wait, was it Ravnica Allegiance? Ravnica Allegiance? Yeah. Quench was really good because it just hit anything. The only issue is Anti-Cognition. People know about it now, and they'll play around it very, very easily. Or I don't even see people playing it anymore. So I think it's perfectly fine for us to ship it. Don't need to play it. Here, Vine Gecko, perfect card for the stack. You know, kind of goes with it. Kick spells, makes your spells cost one less. Also puts a counter on it when it's your... whenever you cast a kick spell. So, I'll just take that. I guess here now, we'll take an Anti-Cognition. We don't really want Scale to Height. Scale to Height's not that great. It might be better in this deck, just because of the fact that we do have a little bit of kicker. Or, sorry, not a kicker. Sorry, landfall effects with, say, Scythe Cat. Could put a counter, and then if you do have a land, it gets 2 counters effectively. You know what? Let's take Scale to Heights. Alright, perfect. So we're gonna take this Canopy Bailoff. This card hit hard. It hits hard. I guess we'll take another Spring Mantle Cleric. Don't know if I'll play it, but it's there. I'll take a Negate. Might even main deck it. Okay, well we don't need this is what I'm talking about. Like the Cleric easily wheels. We don't need that many though. We might want a C4 Stalker maybe though, just to kind of get in. Take a Skyclave Squid. We're definitely gonna have to rebuild this deck, that's for sure. I'm just taking cards at this point that look like they'll be playable. Again, we may not even need the Spring Mantle Cleric, so we'll just kind of go with it. Alright, last pack. And good card to pick up. Coral Home Chronicler. Works with the kicker spells, you know, 2 with a blue for 2/2. Whenever you cast a kick spell, you get to draw a card, discard a card. And then when it enters the battlefield, you can look at the top 5 cards of your library, where you can reveal a card with kicker and put it in your hand. The rest go on the bottom of the library in any order. So we're gonna slam dunk this pick. Not even look at the rest of the pack. Then here we're gonna take the Arbor Mage. I do like a random is it Taunting Elf effect? Taunting Elf? It's a lure effect basically, where it's it forces your opponent's creatures to have to block 1 creature on your side, and then all the rest get through. That's basically it. So we're gonna slam that too. There we go. The Mythic Uncommon, Roost of Drakes. This card is insane. So good. Slamming it. Okay. Well, I really don't care about any of these cards. I don't even think I want the Clerics, to be honest. I'll just cut them. So I think here, let's just take another Stalker. Again, having a way to attack through a board stall is perfectly fine, especially when we're just pumping out a lot of lands. It's not that hard to get 8 mana out and just pump it twice to keep attacking for 4 unblockable. So I'm down. Okay, well, here's another one. Just take another Geyser Mage. As much as I want a second Bubble Snare here, I'd rather another Geyser Mage because it puts a creature in play, bounces an opponent's creature, along with, you know, if you do have a Roost of Drakes, you get to put a Drake into play. So that's 2 creatures. That's not that bad. Okay. We could splash for Gloom Hunter. I just don't know how badly I want to. and double black can be a little hard to service. So I'm gonna get off that. I might as well take an uncommon here. I'm not gonna play it, but an uncommon, I guess, adds a little more percentage to our vault, if that's something you care about. We'll take a concerted defense. We don't care about this card. We're not a party deck. Party, right? Yeah. Counter trigger non-creature spell, unless its controller pays 1 plus an additional 1 for each creature in your party. Like, I don't even play that card in my party decks, so I think the only party deck that I've ever played has been Blue White Party. I know a lot of people do Rakdos Party. I don't know, I can never really get it going or get it together. So this deck seems pretty decent. We just need one last card, you know? I might just have to take Skyclave Sentinel. It's not a bad early card. Play it later on as a 7 mana 4/5. It's not the worst. I guess now, well, no, I'll still pass on the anti-cognition. One rule that I kind of go with for anti-cognitions is either you play with 0 or you play with 2. And realistically, there aren't many other cards I want to cut from this deck that would make me want to put 2 in. I mean, I could cut Skilda Heights, but I think that's the only one card I'd cut from this deck at the given moment. And I'm perfectly fine with 17 lands. As you can see, obviously, Kicker kind of takes up a lot of mana, right? So 4 mana on the Sarah, 4 mana on the Roost, 4 mana on the Claim, right? 4 mana on Into the Royal. I mean, 40 gems, alright. But yeah, 4 mana there. 6 mana on the Geyser Mages, 6 mana on the Arbor Mage, 7 mana on the Sentinel, 8 mana on the Surge. Like, hey. Yeah. And all those excess lands, too, can just go towards the landfall effects that I have going on as well. So, it's not the worst. And a lot of them, you know, there are excess lands, too. You know, Tangled Florahedron can be Tangled Veil. Do I have any others? Yeah. I mean, realistically, I don't want to play the Kazena Mammoth as the Kazena Valley, but when you need land, sometimes you just need to do it. But I'm happy with this. How many kicker cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 kicker cards with some kicker payoffs. Yeah, I'll do it. This seems fine to me. Let's go. As much as I would like to attempt to splash another color, I don't think there's a reason to. So let's see how we perform with this deck. Okay. We have a match. So let's see how this goes. Perfect. Exactly what I want to see. We're going to wait till turn 4 to play the Rooster Drakes, obviously. Because it itself triggers the Drake when you cast it as a kick spell. So, very reliably replaces itself. And there we go, 4 mana. So let's go Forest Pass. Hopefully we're not playing a mirror. Oh no, we're playing the mirror? This should be fun. Okay, let's go Tangle Florahedron so we can get a turn 3 Rooster Drake's kicked if possible. Sidecat, yep. Ooh, I would want to play the Familiar, but I think we just have to get this down and start getting the ball rolling. I don't think we have time to waste. Because that Scythecat's gonna hit, and it's gonna hit hard. It's gonna keep hitting hard until we find a Geyser Mage. Or some other effect. So just waiting to see what the opponent does. Rabid Bite. Well, that's not fun. Okay. Okay. So let's try to play our own Scythecat, see if it resolves. Okay, see, no one's playing Scythecat. Sorry, no one's playing Anti-Cognition, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, play my lands. Going to attack for 1, as there's no blocker. I would also find it weird if they had a Zulaport Duelist. That doesn't make any sense. But sure, if you want the random mill, then all the power to you, opponent. All the power to you. Set us back in mana. Unfortunate. Alright, drag a Visionary. Okay, so we're gonna go blue, green, green. Just so I can have access to blue to play my squid. And we'll just pass. I don't want to attack. They block with the Visionary, and then they start punching in with the Scythecat. I'd rather just give up my Scythecat for their Scythecat. Horn Beetle. Ugh. Okay, well, it's not gonna be good. But yeah, forests. Maybe we could just force them to kill. Yeah, I need to get rid of the. I need to get rid of that. That Horn Beetle right now. Because that card is good. So yeah, let's just ship out our Scythecat. Everything's gonna block the Scythecat, and then we'll get him for 5. Hopefully get rid of 2 creatures. So Horn Beetle gone. Look at them blocking away that. If I don't move things around, then they kind of get what they want. So get rid of 2 creatures here. They'll keep their Scythecat, unfortunately. Or maybe not. Do they have a way to put more counters on stuff? I don't know. But maybe I'm supposed to just kill the Scythecat and their Visionary. Maybe it's these 2. And I leave them with these. Okay. I'm fine with that. Seems a little better. This is a little more of they have to work more for this now. I don't know if they have more ways to put counters on things, but the Scythecat could just get out of control. And that's not what I want to deal with down the road, considering it also has Trample. And Trample's a very good effect. Oh, crap. Okay. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of the Horn Beetle. Well, I guess I could still fly in. Like, they can't... They don't have reach, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, so we'll attack for 2, put in 13. And then I'll just play the Diviner, and I'll just play the Stalker. At least now, I have 3 creatures that it can't block. Okay, I guess they're reading creature types. Yes, my Expedition Diviner is protected in the sense that if you kill it, I will draw a card. Thanks to the Taunting Arbor Mage. So what can I do? Because I have Rogue, Wizard, Rogue and Wizard. So realistically, the Stalker right now costs 3 to activate. They're rabbit biting it. Okay, so they're like, I don't want to deal with this. And it's perfectly understandable. As long as they don't have more fights to deal with my flyers, we might be able to finish them off faster. Go. Okay, cool. So let's attack for 5 in the air. Pass the turn. Just keep doing it. They're dead in 2 turns unless they do something about it. A card that I would have really appreciated to find earlier in a draft would have been Shell Shield. I don't know if there was one in a pack, but at the same time, if there wasn't one in a pack, it might have been in the same pack as obviously one of my better picks. So it is. Okay, how many rabbit? Oh, Cunning Guy's Mage. Okay, fine. They're really trying to go for it. So now I can kill him in 3 turns. Okay. Ooh, Falconer. Well, that sped up the clock again. Falcon Punch. Okay, they're dead if they can't get rid of my board. Well, my 2 flyers, I should say. And I believe the Falconer is also a wizard. So, I have 2 wizards. Oh, they gained life. Okay. They're going to 8. They're making it a little more annoying. I'll take 4 here. I am perfectly happy with that. I will not complain. Nobles. 15. Yep. Okay. Actually, they're dead. We'll put a counter here on the Diviner. Draw a card. I may play an additional land, draw a card. Okay. Yeah, so attack, and that's lethal. Perfect. Alright. So, yep. Let's hop into another game here. I guess that game, it wasn't necessarily the power of Rooster Drakes, but more the power of Taunting Arbor Mage to get rid of 2 reliable creatures on my opponent's end. Well, no, just the more reliable one, the Scythecat. Because Scythecat plus Gnarling Canopy, or whatever they're called, Gnarled something, the 2-mana 2/2 that when you kick it becomes a 4/4. Those 2 in play would have been really hard for me to deal with. Okay, so I don't know what the likelihood of us drawing an island is for casting one of my 4 drops. But at the same time, I don't want to draw a 5th land in the meantime, so we're going to ship this. I don't want to ship this. I don't want to go to 5. So we're gonna ship a force, and we're gonna hope that Scale the Heights can kind of get us further ahead. Our opponent also molds 6, which can help us. It's interesting art. Okay, so Forest, they kept us well on 6. Mr. Online 2030. All right. People in their arena basics. Reclaim the Wastes. Alright, so we're dealing with another kicker deck. Green one. Oh no, just the green white landfall deck. Okay. Selesnya Landfall. Is that a Root Grazer? No, Nectar Pot though. That's gonna gain a lot of life over the course of this game. Especially being a 1/3. Really puts a thorn in my 2-power creature's sides. But we're gonna try to see what we can do. Adventure awaits. Okay. Is this card gonna actually do anything for them? I don't really like cards like Adventure Awaits unless they can also get me a land. So a land or creature. Because I feel like a lot of times you may get stuck on one color and you just need to find your second color, and being able to find a land with this type of effect is huge, but I guess that's not the case here. Yeah, I'm just gonna slam down a Falconer so I can start getting some business done. Yeah, just gain more life. Anointed Healer. Oh, sorry. Wow. Attended Healer. Wow. I can't even speak. Okay. Well, I can't deal with it. It's gonna get very annoying very soon. But I think for now, I'm just gonna Scale the Heights. Put a counter on my Falconer. No land, unfortunately. I'll go to combat first. Smash for 5. And you know what? It might be best for me to just play the Seaforth Stalker instead of the Scythe Cat. I can always play the Scythe Cat next turn if I draw a land. I just don't want it to be in play as a 2/1 when I could have this very serviceable 2/3 that can't be blocked as long as I pay 3 mana. So that's very good. Yeah, and this is kind of where the things are going to start getting annoying. Nectar Pot gains them a life. First time they gain a life for the turn, they make a 1/1 cat. And then it can give another cleric lifelink, and this is a cleric, so yeah. I just want that land so I can kick Sentinel. Erg. Nah, I gotta hit for 5 in the air. I mean, I'm just gonna play this Diviner. If I have to block, I'll block. It's kind of rough that the Spring Mountain Cleric is a cleric. I mean, kind of hints it's in its name. So if they give it lifelink and attack, it's gonna be kind of obnoxious to fight through. But we might just be able to triple block it and only lose 1 creature. Or I guess 2, the Diviner and the Stalker. Which kind of sucks for me. Gloom Hunter as a 1/1. Okay. Maybe we could just overbear them with flyers. Yep. Just to stem the bleeding. I just don't want them having this in play. So if they have to kill the Diviner and the Stalker, then so be it. But that's the only way they can get 2 creatures off the field. I just can't afford to let them attack me, give it lifelink, and still deal me the damage. And I don't think any of these creatures are worthwhile to just chump with. So we'll draw a card. Hopefully it's a land. Oh, it's better than and a land. Wow. Okay. Well, either way. Yeah, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to play the Scythe Cat. Then I'm going to play the land. Get the trigger. Kick Rooster Drakes. Gain 2 life. Scry 2. Ooh. I'm going to take the Chronicler on top. Put the island on the bottom. Get a 2/2. And now we're cooking. Now things are going to get interesting. Cool. Because the Core Chronicler is going to find us a kicker spell. Hopefully a good one. My opponent's going to keep gaining that 1 life. Okay, they do have the Gecko. Interesting. The good thing is that my creatures are pretty much better than their creatures. As long as they don't have a Cleric for the healer to be better. So this kind of works out for me. I'm going to kick in for 7. They're going to block. Yep. You're going to gain a life. They're going to make another 1/1, which is fine. As long as they don't have the Surge, we're okay. They are one of, like, if they have land Surge, that's a problem. But we kind of just got to do what we got to do. I think this turn, actually, we should just play Kick Sentinel since we have the mana for it. Don't want any of these cards. Right now, we just want our highest impact cards possible. We have 3 blockers back. And we're just going to keep commanding the air. Reclaim the Wastes, that's fine. That's not a Surge. So what do we have? We have 5, 7, 9, 13 damage in the air. So they're dead in 2 turns. Regardless of the amount of mana, regardless of the amount of life that they gain over the next couple of turns. So they really need to do something high impact here. Yep. Make another kitty cat. That's an Ahiri's Binding. Okay, well, that definitely holds it over. But now I know that they don't have anything else. So let's attack for 8 in the air, put it in 7. Then we're going to first play the Chronicler. See if we can find a kick spell. Arbor Mage, perfectly good. And the Chronicler might just end it on them next. Sorry, the Arbor Mage might just end it on them next turn. And my life total is pretty high. The Familiar just goes along. Okay, Shepherd of Heroes. Gain 2 life. Yeah, this is not going to help them. I think my opponent's going to concede here. Yep. Okay, well, Forest. Put a counter on. We're going to kick. Do a million things. Yeah. They saw the writing on the wall. They realized it's not going to work out. So, yay us. Okay. So we're currently 2-0. We're going to look for another opponent. And see how far we can go with this deck. We have another opponent. Ooh. It's an opponent in Mythic. Ooh. Yeah, it's kind of one of those scenarios I talked about earlier, where I would rather not have to play the Mammoth as a land, or even for Hedron is fine as a land, but this is also one of those hands where it's like, oh, sure, I'll keep. I'm not happy about it. All right, we'll start off with Kazenda Valley into Island Tangled for Hedron. Hopefully our opponent doesn't kill it. It's just gnarly colony. Cool. Alright. Ooh, Island. What do you do? Nothing at the moment. So, I'm just gonna use you as a mana source then. Play a low range familiar, play an island, pass the turn. Now I got 5 mana. If I draw land, then I can start Geyser Mage kicking, which is very effective. We don't want to return the colony, just because they can play it at a later time. So we would rather it as a 2/2 as opposed to a 4/4. Golgari kicker, interesting. All right. We also don't particularly want that either. Alright, let's scale the heights. Make the familiar big enough that they can't deal with it. Ooh. Okay, well, that's an island. And I think I'll just play the Stalker then. So we have enough mana now. Unfortunately, these are 2 creatures that we don't want to bounce back to our hand. Well, that's another land. So I think I just end up tapping 4 mana to activate and hit for 3. Play a land and pass. Just keep doing that until they do something about it. Horn Beetle. Okay. That's a card we can bounce. I'm perfectly fine with doing that. Force 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, how much do we have there? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. I mean, unfortunately, I can't do it all, but I can at least kick Geyser Mage, gain 2 life, play the guys, bounce the Horn Beetle, and then attack for 3 because they can't double block it reliably. So them blocking there makes me feel like they have the Marassa Sproutling or whatever it's called. No, just another Horn Beetle. Okay. I don't know why they blocked there then. But yes, we're gonna Geyser Mage one more time. Just kind of, you know, keep pushing them back, getting aggressive, attacking all in here. Maybe they just have nothing. Maybe that's why they're trading. I don't know. Some interesting lines of play from my opponent. Okay. Yeah, maybe all the cards in her hand are too clunky in terms of mana efficiency, which makes sense if that's the case. Probably why they ended up having to play 3 mana Sentinel, I guess, just to buy some life. Yeah, colony there. Okay. Makes sense. So that makes me believe then that I should Armor Mage kicker. Have them block. Well, that's what? 3, 5, 8. Or I could just have them block the familiar here. Yeah. We'll have them block the familiar. They can't kill the familiar, but at least now get to kill their sentinel. Put them to 6. Pass the turn. And then I can just tap down a creature and just kind of go in for lethal. So I have how much mana? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can pump the Stalker 3 times if I want. A skeleton. Okay, they're just playing 1,000,002s now. Okay. What if I tap a creature down? Kicker. Tap down the skeleton. Gain 2 life. Then activate. Tack, 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 tack. They'll go to 1. I mean, I guess I could have attacked with the Flare Region too. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. If that's the case. Does my opponent have a Soul Strike? Yeah, they must have a Soul Strike, yeah. Okay. Well, they're dead now if they can't deal with the Seafloor Stalker. Oh, no, they can. I mean, they're still dead. Yeah. Okay. I guess a little too late on their part. So we're 3-0 now. Okay. Let's keep going. If we win 2 more, we'll hit Diamond Tier 1. Alright, let's go again. Just waiting to find an opponent here. There we go. We have an opponent. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll keep this one. This time around, no. Oh, do I play the 4 Hedron? Maybe I just play the Mammoth again. Yeah, I guess I just play the Mammoth again as a land. Who knew that double? Who knew that double green was gonna be hard in my deck? But then I just drew a forest, and then it's like, green white expedition healer. All right. So let's play an island, or a forest, I guess, and play an expedition diviner. Okay. Opponent plays a plains. We will not block their healer. And a Far Side of Depth. See, it just draws us a card. Like it's not very good for what they're trying to get out of it. So we'll go Vine Gecko, and then we will claim the wastes since it costs 1 less, as it being our first kick spell. this turn. Works perfectly for us. Curves out, and boom. Unfortunately, obviously, we don't play the familiar. We don't get to play the familiar first, but I am perfectly happy with taking 5. They still don't gain life, and I also don't want to run into a random combat trick. Okay, whoo! Alright. We have 6 mana. We can do both of these here to be actually, so we're gonna go we kinda need. No, I played my mana wrong. Oh no. Crap, I should have played the island. Well, we'll just have to live with it, I guess. Bubble Snare, play that tapped. Make it bigger. We could have done it all. Could have played the familiar, gained 2 life, tapped the bail. But so be it. Next turn, we just get the Vaxwood Surge and go nuts. So, no blocks. We'll go to 8. As long as they don't have a trick. There's no trick. Okay. Do they have another creature to play? And then we could have gained number 2 life with the familiar. Oh, wow. They don't. Okay. Well, maybe we can take a turn off. Familiar. Forest. Seafloor Stalker. And attack for 3 in the air. Tactics, alright. Well, we don't get a draw card, unfortunately. Ambush? Wow. Oh, okay. Well, they got rid of their tricks then. Unless they have more tricks in hand. That'll be unfortunate. But it's a good thing we didn't Vaxwood Surge that turn then. Yeah, I won't block. I'll take 3. Whenever they, like, their attacks have been extremely predictable. Obviously, we're trying to play around as many tricks as possible so that we can make the most of our surge. 6, 7, 8. Okay, Visionary. Yep. Ooh, Falconer. Yeah. I'm just gonna put a million counters on my creatures and put 2 more lands into play. It's not lethal, so I'm not going to bother attacking. But at least now my creatures are much bigger than theirs, making it harder for them to attack in. That's a Kazim Raptor. They're going to return a Forest. Okay. Forest at depth. I can draw another card. Okay. Ooh, we can draw. Ooh, yes. Okay. So, yeah, let's go Sidecat. Put counter on it. Play a Falconer. And I think we just put it. Yeah. And just hit for 5. They can't block it. And now they have to go for broke. Hopefully they don't have waste. Oh no, they have waste to gain life. No! Okay, counter. Activate. Activate. Oh yeah, all the triggers. Activate. Yeah, it's not lethal. So we're just gonna put him to 2. And hope we're not dead. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. Yeah, that's the power of the Armor Mage. Hey. That's fine. It's just one of those things where they had to, you know, do what they could. Okay, we'll keep this one. Hopefully draw another forest so we can cast this mammoth for once. That's the dream. But who knows? We're going to start with an island. We'll pass a turn. We're going to look to try and kick this Rooster Drakes. Our plan is to draw a second forest so we can go Mammoth into Rooster Drakes into Falconer. Yeah, you can make me pitch my island. And that's still not it. I imagine this is the black-red party deck. So at least they didn't have a 1-drop, but now they have that. Oh, there we go. Boom, boom. Okay, cool. Just play it. Come on. Mammoth, let's go. Okay. So they need another warrior, huh? I guess Deadly Alliance would be good here. That's a Skitter Sneak. Okay. Yeah, 5/5. Just gonna kick this Rooster Drakes. I'm gonna start punching in. They want to do some blocking. Nope. They're just gonna take it, which is fine. Next turn, we can start doing some shenanigans with like Bubble Snare and whatnot. Yeah, I don't think they want to give that away. But we'll take 5. Oh no, there's a Leyline Tyrant. That's bad. That is not good. But we have an answer for it. So it's not the worst. Not the worst. So we're gonna deal him 7. That's a lot of damage. They're finally giving up the expert. Okay. So he took 2. If I could draw a land, I could resolve a Diviner and a Squid. Otherwise, we'll just have to play the Falconer. At least we got this Tyrant on lock, because that would be very difficult for us to deal with. Beckoning. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to give them a card to make us discard. So I guess that has to be the Diviner. Oh, I have to show them 2 cards. Oh, okay, well, take one of them, opponent. They probably will take the Falconer again. I mean, it's fine. I'll take 5 again. Do not mind. So, follow. Cool. Alright. Fantastic. So, Island. Attack for 9. As long as they have no way to get their Tyrant off the board, then I'm happy. Cool. So we'll go Squid. A little Squidward over here. And Diviner. Ways to block our opponent. But hopefully we have our opponent stuck in their trap. Okay. So they're killing all my things. So now we're in trouble since conveniently their last card in their hand was the Cinderclasm. And no, that was not a perfectly timed situation. Guarantee, but that was not part of their plan. Was to make it look like they could kill more 2/2s. Give me a break. Yep, I'm dead. Yep. They had some good draws. It's not really anything I could do there. Alright, let's try to get some more wins if possible. We're 3-2. I mean, we were off to a good start, and then we had a couple of hard knocks. Let's see if we can. Yeah, we'll keep this. It is perfectly fine. So we'll go Island Pass. So, Demir Mill? Well, we'll start off with a Florahedron, see if they have an anti-cognition. That's what I thought. So they are Mill. Alright, well. This is gonna be very annoying. Wizard. Okay, so they don't really have a synergy thing going on here. Island. Don't really want to kick it yet, but they do have a flyer situation, so I might as well just play the Expedition Diviner then. Maybe we can block. If they don't kill the Diviner, then we can buy some time. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna get nodes. 2 more cards. Here goes Mammoth. Okay. Forest. Okay, so let's play the Little Mage's Familiar. Skip on the skip on the kick situation and just keep Stock Thief tapped. Really don't want to mill any more cards if we can avoid it. Mind you, if they play any more rogues, obviously that works out for them. Field research. Alright. Let's see what they loot. So they pitched the Skydancer thing. So they do have more rogues. It's interesting to note. And they fed the swarm on my bow snare. Good amount of cantripping there. Okay. Alright, well, don't really want to do that. Maybe I just have to. Alright, Geyser Mage kick. Bounce the Wind Rider Wizard. They're just gonna keep milling me. Okay. So what do you have in the yard so far? Okay, so they just replayed the wizard. Okay, Vast Wood Surge. If we get a couple more mana and then kick it, that'd be good, but please don't have counter for my Taunting Arbor Mage kick. I can get your wizard off the field. I mean, that's dope. Okay, so they didn't kill it, so that's good. Attack for 3. Had the Wind Robber Wizard trade. Okay, that's one less creature I have to deal with. That's a Skydancer. That's more mill effects. Rooster Drake's gone. Yeah, this is why I'm not a big advocate of mill in any format. like heavily promoted because it's just so frustrating. Like they don't even have to care about your life total. If they, as long as they can deck you, it's just kind of annoying. Island. Alright, at least now I can hardcast this servant. Okay. No attacks pass. No blocks. Fine drain. Yep. Yeah, see, like, I don't believe this is healthy gameplay, but that's just me. It's the land. I'm dead. Too many flyers. Can't deal with it. So, that's it. I mean, that's our last hurrah walkthrough for Zendikar Rising. I would say, hope you enjoyed it, but kind of what it is, you know? We won 3 and then we lost 3. But yeah, so until next week, have a good one.